What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the house. My name is Josh. You guys should know us by now. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Dom first. What is up, Dom?
Hi. Hello, everyone.
How's it going? We've been working pretty hard on this for the last 30 minutes. Should have been live at 5, but had some technical difficulties with a team that we cannot name. Next, we'll bring in Jake, Dom's co-host for Between the Benches.
Well, I was already kind of in screen, you know.
Yeah.
How's it going, Jake?
I'm good. Busy
Pretty
day.
good. Busy day. Yeah, me and Jacob had a busy day as well, right, Jacob?
Can't talk.
I
can't talk. Like, what do you want to say right now? Engines, yeah.
Yeah, me and Jacob been working all day, covered in grease and elbow dirt and all none other. Will's just been sitting in his air-conditioned room. How are you doing, Will?
I drove an air-conditioned car, too.
Yeah, I bet you did. Oh, yeah. Oh, he was flirting with an alcoholic before. We can't talk about that, though. Oof. Show's getting heated. You guys know where to follow us by now,
Mr.
hopefully. If you don't, follow the ticker on the bottom. To the House JD, To the House, JD Network, JD Media Network. Yeah. What are we going into first, Don?
We're going to talk some headlines, some that occurred literally just today. So one, we'll talk about it two really are relevant to today as well. The first more minor one. How about that?
Minor one.
It might not. It might the least. Okay, whatever.
Dom has been hanging out with me too much.
Yeah, it's an issue. Urban Meyer, all right?
Joke.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah. So what a weekend it's been for him and the Jaguars, right? So
I'm gonna email you a photo, and you're gonna show it because it's the funniest thing.
There you go. Will's making demands now.
Will joined the show for 3 weeks, and he thinks he's the man now.
That's it. Urban. Is it Urban Meyer or Urban Meyer?
Meyer.
Meyer.
I don't know why.
Come on.
I heard Meyer earlier on the radio today, and I was like, that can't be right? Okay. At least I'm getting it right, and they're getting it wrong. So,
Urban Meyer. What a mayor he is, too.
After Jacksonville's loss last Thursday, right? He ends up in a bar, his own
restaurant, like his own restaurant. I don't know if it's a restaurant or bar.
Yeah, in Ohio, and he is seen. How do we want to describe this? Dancing with, flirting, maybe ish.
He's getting a dance.
I think we should put a word to it. If I'm being honest with you,
he's getting a lap dance, but he's not denying. Like, he's not pushing it away.
That's a fair way.
A married man should, probably push it away. So
that's a fair way to put it, Jacob. I like that. Yeah. So that, and his wife sees it on the internet, and she tweets a picture of their 3 kids, correct? And she's like, "Oh, I'm here, with our family, watching the kids." Kind of a diss at him. He's out having fun with other women, and she's, being an adult with responsibilities and with her family. So that was definitely an issue. And so then the week starts, and I know he canceled Monday meetings or whatever with the players, and that was pretty obvious why or whatever. I know the players weren't very happy about it. And then apparently he went to the each individual position group of players in rooms or whatever, and he apologized to them, and some of them laughed at him and stuff like that. So that's
after he left, after he walked out.
But
he
it was
heard them.
obvious that he heard them. Yeah. So
basically, he knew. Yeah.
They laughed at him basically.
Yeah.
So that's pretty bad. I mean, we're talking about what, the 4th week of this dude's entire head coaching career, and he's 0-4. He was caught a couple weeks ago saying that every team he faces is like facing Alabama.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
What is this, Will?
It's just a ha at Urban Meyer because it just describes the Jaguars so good.
Well, this was him when he was an analyst, and he was describing the criteria to examine struggling teams, which he's on now, Jacksonville Jaguars. And according to Urban Meyer, they would have trust issues, dysfunctional environment, and selfishness, which is everything that describes him right now. So, yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. So yeah, and then I guess they laughed at him, whatever, the players, right? That's not a good look for him. The organization was having meetings, closed door meetings, and none of them were about the upcoming week in football. They were about like him, some contract stuff or whatever, just a bunch of stuff, right? Just nonsense. That's just no good for the team, for the organization, for him and whatnot. And then today, I guess he apologized to the team as a group and had a press conference, which I didn't see much of, I don't think. So, yeah, what do we think about this situation? Because this is terrible. This is like the worst head coach showing in NFL history in such a short amount of time, I would think. I mean, he doesn't even have a handle on his team, it seems like. They're laughing at him.
Or his family.
What?
Or his family. He doesn't have a good handling on his family. Yeah.
That's another one that's a whole issue in itself. I mean, for the Jaguars, this is terrible. Like, they have a rookie
struggling.
Oh, they're struggling. A rookie quarterback that's struggling. A new head coach, right, that should be coming in and making everything fresh. And, it's a fresh start for the Jaguars this year, essentially. And
Use
this
his draft pick to pick a running back that they don't need.
Yeah.
When they had James Robinson who went off last season.
You trade away your number one corner for a 99-cent bag of potato chips where it's just sealed with air. There's no chips in it.
Yeah. Scandals and Urban Meyer go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Penn State. Okay, that was fair. You asked for that. Okay.
Oh,
You did.
Don't do him like that.
Jacob's just after you because you don't like Matt Stafford. That's what it comes down to.
No. I could not say that. I could not say that.
Save this for the college show. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All the stuff at Florida, if you remember all of those.
Yeah.
Between player himself and assistants, and then again at Ohio State, he literally had to quit after hiding assistants that beat their wives. Was that the one that got him really out the door?
I don't remember this, but I wasn't paying much attention back then. So,
I mean, it's not a good look, dude.
No.
Does he finish the year as the head coach?
No.
At
this rate, week 14, he'll be out.
Who do they play this week?
Week 8, he'll be out.
They play the Titans.
Okay, so they're gonna get blown out, and then he's gonna get fired.
You think this is the week, huh, Jacob?
I think after this week he could be fired. Yes, he could be fired today, like from out of nowhere.
I know some of the talks, the closed door meeting talks and whatnot. I saw this morning that some of them had to do with like contract stuff that he could have violated, which would mean they could just fire him with no consequences. I something like that. I saw that. I don't remember where I saw that, but I saw it on Twitter somewhere. But yeah, it's terrible, right? I mean, this is like worst case. They have nothing to lose except for a head coach that they're probably going to lose.
Fire him though. You're 0-4. Your team doesn't like him. There's so much more upside to firing him than keeping him right now.
I agree. It was an experiment that failed in less than a quarter of a season.
I mean, I agree. It failed when he hired that strength and conditioning coach that was like doing like racist stuff at like players in Iowa and all that stuff. Like, he has a very bad track record in his 9-month tender of being the Jaguars coach.
What were you gonna say, Jake?
I mean, I totally agree. You have complete grounds to fire him right now.
Yeah.
Plus, hasn't been a good coach at all.
I mean,
but like Shad Khan's statement didn't seem like he's getting fired soon. It means he's got like one more mistake in him.
Yeah, he's definitely on thin ice, I would think. But does he get a job after this? Does he get like a legitimate, even a college job after this?
Back to college, maybe.
Actually, I saw something. This guy went around and asked like 70% of athletic, or no, he asked like I think like 50 to 60 athletic directors if they would hire him, and like 70% of them were like definitely not. So that means 30%.
Because if you're a lower end school, especially, like you're not going to say no to the guy, even with all the drama and stuff. He's a great coach, I think, especially in college. I don't know about NFL, obviously, but college, I think he's pretty good. But
I mean, that's why it's wild to me how fast dude's like career has just spiraled. He's been in the NFL for 4 weeks technically, and it's over. But yeah. All right, next headline. Stefan Gilmore today, and I heard news like in the past week about maybe the Patriots talking contract stuff and whatnot, him coming back soon from injury. But Stefan Gilmore gets released this morning technically, but that doesn't hit till 4 p.m. So before 4 p.m., any team could trade for him, whatever, right? The Carolina Panthers, they trade for Stefan Gilmore and bolster an already stacked defense, right? Where they had J.C. Horn go down and they replaced him, I guess. I don't even know who the replacement is at this point, or if they replaced him with C.J. Henderson from the Jaguars, which Will mentioned earlier.
Well, but surely they traded away a young piece, right? Like, surely they didn't just give up nothing.
They pretty much. Do you know the teams?
They gave it a 6th-round pick.
A 2023 6th-round selection to where Bill Belichick will just make the next like Hall of Fame player out of.
He'll replace Stefan Gilmore. I'm not worried. But yeah. So Carolina essentially goes out and gets the best corner in football. Is that correct? Are we willing to agree on that?
I would say top 3 easy. That's no debate.
That's fair.
When healthy.
Which he's not out of this recovery completely yet. He's off the
he's still on IR.
Yeah,
he's
comes
on IR till week 7. But
yeah.
You guys are forgetting a big piece in that secondary, and that's AJ Boye, who also signed there, and he's still serving his 5-game suspension for PEDs that he had in Denver.
Yeah, this is an insane group of corners. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't like that secondary at all.
It's Stefan Gilmore and AJ Boye eventually.
End of the month, Josh. They play the Giants.
It's over. That's a terrible game. Have fun.
It's a horrible.
So C.J. Henderson, Dante Jackson, who's kind of like a main corner in that team, which I don't know what happens to him now. He was a top corner going into the season, basically, and what is he going to be pushed out to like 4th string by the time the end of the month comes? So I don't know what this defense is, but it's insane. So Matt Rule's having fun, I guess. And for a team that's 3-1, it's an all or nothing moment, I think, for the Panthers. In what we thought would be a season for them where it'd be like, all right, we're still building up to something. They are just going for it. So, yeah, and then the Patriots, in turn, are able to sign, now for the 3rd time, Jamie Collins. So,
no way, it's the 3rd time. Wait, yeah, it is the 3rd time.
Yeah, 3rd time on the team. So the Patriots are happy about that, I guess. I guess we're not, the Patriots are not happy or are not unhappy with the whole situation in the end, I guess. So that is that. Now let's move on to kind of what we're talking about today. The main thing that we're talking about, and that is, Josh, if you want to bring it up, is we're going to rank some teams today. We're going to rank our NFL.
I was waiting for you to say it so I could know which one it was. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I should have communicated that. That's okay, Josh. Here's our list. Right. And Josh, if you want to take over, tell us what our ranks are.
Hey, real quick, I just want to point out Jalen Smith has apparently signed with the Packers.
Yes, correct. That is very true.
I don't know if that was known or whatnot, but
Anyway,
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just that messed it up. Give me a sec. Fixing it.
That's perfect, Josh.
All right, cool. Yes. I feel like we've all probably fallen down a YouTube rabbit hole and seen these videos of tier lists. And I believe it was Dom's idea that we kind of do one and kind of just rank the teams going into week 5. We're just going to go alphabetical, I think. I think that's the easiest way, or maybe we do the easiest first.
That's fair. What ranks, first of all?
Oh, well, top tier, we've got Super Bowlers. Those are going to be teams that we know are going to make a long playoff run, not just go to the playoffs and lose one. Next one, we have those teams that are probably going to make the playoffs and maybe could get, I don't even know, knocked out first round, but they'll definitely make the playoffs. Kind of just mid-level, just okay. Don't know where they're at. Maybe they don't have a clear path yet to the playoffs, or maybe they can get there. I don't know. Fourth one, don't bet on them. That's a team that you're not even looking forward to watching probably on Sundays. You probably don't even want to watch any of their games, maybe. Fifth, better luck next year. Maybe they have hope. Maybe they're young, and you think they will be better next year, hopefully. And the last one is a dumpster fire, as Will called the Giants whenever they drafted Kadarius Toney. That is a dumpster fire. That is no hope, nothing to look forward to. And, they have no belonging in the NFL, at least as of right now. So those are the rankings.
Very fair. All right. Go for it, Josh. Take us through.
First, San Francisco. Where do we think San Francisco belongs, boys?
Just okay.
That's where I was thinking mid-tier.
I kind of think just okay because I feel like they haven't been. I don't know. You know what? One week I'm kind of like, okay, they're really not that good, and then the next week they kind of go above my expectations a little bit. So I don't know. So I'm okay with just okay if you guys are.
Jacob, you okay with just okay?
That's fine.
All right, bet. Chicago Bears. I'll be honest.
Oh,
there you go.
dumpster
I'm
fire.
dragon.
Better luck
Next year, right? Surely.
I like that. Yeah, better luck next year.
Oh, if Matt
Surely we can
Nagy's
agree
there,
on that.
if Matt Nagy's still there, it's a dumpster fire.
Will's going to bring out his hate on Matt Nagy. Bengals right now are 3-1. Okay. I don't
Just
want
okay.
to. I don't want to put them in
Just
playoff
okay.
teams.
Just
Right?
okay.
I think they're on the high end of just okay.
Yeah, higher end, but they're not. I don't know. They
So
could
they're above
choke.
the Niners.
They could just go down from here.
All right.
Yeah, if we're doing it in order like that, yeah.
In that order too.
No, we don't have to do it in that order.
Don't have to be that specific.
Okay, wait a minute.
Buffalo Bills.
Easily a
Super
playoff.
Super Bowler.
Playoff team.
Ooh,
Super Bowl.
not Super Bowler. No,
They're
Super. I think
Bowler.
Super Bowler.
I think personally I'd put them at Super Bowlers. Because
I would agree with Super Bowlers because so much during the beginning of the season, especially, I've seen analysts be like, they're going to the Super Bowl. You know, I'm okay.
I think there's more than 3 Super Bowlers, guys.
Oh, there's
I
definitely
don't
more than
like
2.
this.
Yeah. We're not just
No,
going to
3.
guess the Super
I
Bowlers.
know, but like we kind of agreed. I feel like before this, that like, hey, we're gonna have probably 3. I feel like maybe 5. I feel like there
Yeah,
were 5 there.
Things can go off the rails real quick here. Denver Broncos
Just
have a great record. Not such great of a team, though.
Don't bet on them.
Yeah, don't bet on.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
like them, but I don't think that. I think they're going to be just short. And
I mean,
You're in a tough division. Tough division.
yeah. Oh my
there's
god.
there's not a prayer they make the playoffs.
I'm okay with that. Yep.
the Cleveland Browns.
Playoff
5 years ago,
Team.
5 years ago,
Playoff
they'd be
team.
all the way down here. Let's be
Correct.
honest.
Correct.
So where are they now?
Playoff team.
I would
Playoff
say
team.
playoff team.
All right. So
Yeah,
you
I
and me
back that.
basically those two between Buffalo and the Browns, which I'm okay with then. I was at having a Super Bowl team just because I like their style, but
I just think
feel like-
I do think Baker might be holding them back, dude.
yeah,
Really?
that's my big thing with them.
Jacob,
Yeah.
you think so? Out of everyone, I didn't expect Jacob or Josh to.
I think Odell's.
Well,
I think
not
Odell's
like-
holding them back personally.
Bro, I don't listen. What?
I think Odell
What?
on the field gets too much attention from Baker and it fucks up Baker.
No. I think it's more.
Bro,
It
he
really
was
did
Sonic.
last week, too.
Yeah, I think it's more the relationship of both being on the field is what holds him back, not
Maybe.
any one player. Potentially, I think if we were to do this again, maybe week 10, that maybe we'd agree to put Cleveland as Super Bowler. You know,
I
so I
agree.
think it's close. I do think it's right there. So, but, yeah, you
Already
you
moved on to the next one. Tampa Bay's already there. There's no debate on that one, I don't think, right, boys?
Keep moving.
All right, cool.
I don't
Arizona.
know. I don't. Hold on. Can we gotta talk about this for a second? 'Cause that
You don't like
defense-
Tampa Bay being a Super Bowler.
Well, their injuries are kind of,
Yeah.
they're
I
piling up.
mean, I'll probably
So
put them
Jacob
Super
thinks
Bowl.
they're just
I
okay.
would no. The playoff team. You got Tom Brady. You're not a just okay team. I think I'd give them Super Bowler. That's sketch though for
You
me.
did call them an 18-0 record.
I mean, I know it's the same as Kansas City for me. Like their defense is bad, but the offense isn't like unstoppable. It seems like.
I have a hot take
So-
on Kansas City when we get to them. Arizona.
Super Bowlers.
Playoff team.
I would go
I think
playoff
I'd
team.
play it.
They're a playoff team. They don't have any playoff experience.
That's true.
Like, listen, the last time they were 4-0, they went 5-11. So, like,
That's
Yeah,
true.
but this is not that same team. Come on.
Isn't that impressive?
They're not
Yeah.
going 5-11.
Their Jacksonville game was not too
Jacksonville,
impressive.
The Minnesota game.
But Minnesota, I can't wait till we get to Minnesota.
Okay, their defense looked great against Tennessee. Okay, they just destroyed the Rams, who are good on both sides of the ball. Very good on both sides of the ball.
That's true.
But then they have a terrible game against Jacksonville and a terrible game against Minnesota. That's my problem.
Minnesota's good, though. Minnesota's good. Minnesota's a solid team.
Yeah, Minnesota is like the trap team of the year, I think.
Yeah.
But we're not even at Minnesota. Continue.
That's okay. I'm in favor with the Jaguars. That's fine.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Playoff team.
Playoff team.
Has to be playoff team.
Okay. Well,
Everyone agree with that? All right, solid. Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to be honest, this is where I'd put them. As of right now, that's right.
With the rest of the teams down there?
Well, personally, I'd put them like here.
They're technically better than just okay. Yeah, they're a playoff team no matter what. If Patrick Mahomes is playing on the field, they're at least playoff team.
Okay. There are not as many Super Bowls as I thought, guys.
Well, I think, Kansas City's on fringe of Super Bowl to me, personally.
Any of those teams in the playoff team tier could win the Super Bowl, obviously.
Well, yeah. But, any team in the playoff could win this. Look at Josh is a Giants fan. If Josh knows better than anyone.
Yeah, as long as you make playoffs, it's a whole new season. That's how I always thought of it.
The Giants motto.
Indianapolis Colts.
Don't bet on them.
Yeah, I like that. Don't bet on them. It's a good one.
At the highest.
I was going to go just okay.
No.
Jake wants them above the Broncos.
No, I mean at the highest possible. Like you could even put them at better luck next year, to be honest.
Dang.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. Tennessee in that division is not good right now. So they could even make playoffs in a bad division. That's the thing with this division.
Yeah, they'll be like
And
9-8 and make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's possible.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Playoff
team.
Playoff team.
We're going to move right along. Miami Dolphins.
Dumpster fire.
Don't bet on them.
No.
Don't bet on them.
I don't know.
They're a dumpster fire team.
I think I put them better luck next year. We can talk about it, but
Didn't they just lose like 2 0-35 games in a row? Well, not in a row, but like 2 weeks this season. They didn't score a point. I don't think.
That is pretty scary.
Oh, maybe they did score a point in this past game. It was like garbage time.
My problem with putting it dumpster fire is that I know the teams that I'm putting at dumpster fire, and I don't think they're that level.
Yeah, they're not dumpster fire, but
You know what I mean?
I think their season's over. Essentially, personally, I think Miami's season's over.
So then you just say better luck
with like
next year.
Tua.
Yeah,
We're leaving them there?
yeah.
That's fine.
All right, bet. Philadelphia Eagles.
Either don't bet on them or better luck next year. Whichever one you guys want to, it's fine with me.
Don't bet on them.
Better luck.
I like
next
don't
year.
bet on them. I like don't bet. I think it's surprising the teams
Josh,
that
it's up to you.
they have.
I really think it's better luck next year, to be honest. I think they have good things to build on. I just don't think that this season's going to be their season.
I don't think that you just base it off of what it's called, like better luck next year. I think you like. I'm
just saying my general
when I
opinion.
see this.
I'm saying better luck
Okay.
next year, as in the season's over. Like you don't have.
You think Eagles got a shot?
I don't think your season's over in that division.
I think it is with Dallas. Dallas is a playoff team, and
Yeah, Dallas, but
not making
a
a
wild
lot.
card. I mean, they could get
yeah,
a
but you're
wild
not
card.
getting a wild card in the NFC, surely.
The AFC's worse.
AFC's better. Well, maybe now it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
AFC's better. I don't know. Do the NFC, Rams, San Francisco, Arizona, that division?
You know what? You could put them in better luck next year, but I give that with like a warning, as in they're a lot more hopeful than like the decline.
That's why I'm gonna put them at the top of that.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
that's
I'll put them above Chicago and Miami. Atlanta Falcons.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
They found their offense finally.
Yeah, I don't know. Better luck next year's not so bad. I mean, I don't think they're.
How many
dumpster
next years
fire.
are you going to have with
Yeah, Matt Ryan, bro.
like,
That's
just,
how I
like,
think Matt
start?
Ryan.
I see.
How many next years are you gonna have? Oh,
I look
that's
at them as the way Jacob said it, whereas these are tiers, not like I'm not taking the better
Yeah.
luck next year thing for word, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily put Atlanta in dumpster fire completely. I think there's some games they could win.
Let's just be real. Are they on the same level as Jacksonville, Detroit, and Houston?
No.
No. I think they're better.
I think they're close to it, though.
Yeah, they're close. They're the closest.
I think I think they might be like a year or two away. Whatever happened to the Matt Ryan situation in like a year or two could put them in dumpster fire. I think.
Yeah, I think Felipe Franks brings them out of the woodwork.
Stop. No, you don't.
Yeah, man, his legs. He's
Wheels.
No, you don't. No, you
Yeah.
don't. New York
Running
football
back by
player.
committee. Better luck next year.
Really?
Okay, this is dumb. You guys are thinking this is dumb. I think just okay.
I think they're up
I
there.
think it's okay.
Yeah.
I would go
Daniel
dump.
Jones is playing good.
I would go
football.
dump.
Saquon looked good this last week.
If I'm putting them on don't bet on them, surely they can be at the top of that, right?
With those teams, yes, I would agree
With those teams, yes.
Well,
I'm
Denver's
okay with that, actually. I'm okay with don't bet on them.
I'm okay with that too. Everybody's doubted them my whole life, so it's okay. Jacksonville Jaguars.
For fire.
dumpster. Oh,
We'll just go ahead and do these quick. No, there's no debate. Sorry, Will. I know you picked them this week for some stupid reason.
Yeah, so did Dom, but we're not going to question that.
Yeah, they had a fluke week.
No, I definitely
Right.
questioned it as soon as he put it.
Detroit gonna throw them in the dumpster fire.
Yep, we got 3 in a row. There we go. Green Bay Packers.
Playoff.
oh yeah, playoff team for sure.
Yeah, but some injuries. I don't know. Yeah, I'll leave him. Yeah.
Yeah, they just picked up Jalen Smith, bro.
Nah,
He's a dumpster fire in his own category.
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina playoff.
Oh, playoff team.
easily.
I would put him in the Super Bowlers.
No, you
Personally.
wouldn't.
Out of here.
Stop.
It's Sam Darnold.
I don't even know if I like them being a playoff
MVP.
team, guys.
Super Bowl.
See, here's
Are we-
no, they're a wild card easily.
We're all on board with the playoff team there?
Yeah.
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 What the?
What do you want, Josh?
I was just going to put them just okay. But at the top
Why
of
could
just
the
okay.
Giants be in the Super Bowlers? Oh.
I mean, I think they're competing with Dallas. They're
Yeah.
competing with.
That Dallas game happened, and yeah, Dallas beat them, and it was pretty good for Dallas. But I think they're still like on level with Dallas.
I don't know if they are. New England Patriots.
Don't bet on them.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you guys have to
Just
say.
a tail. There's no logo to it. It's just you have to pray
Yeah.
that you know the
Yeah.
middle of the logo.
We can see the color. That's what matters.
Yeah, it's just the middle. Did it have the whole thing when it was down here?
No.
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 Oh, the
Got it.
Seahawk had its tail.
Everyone's got his dope bet on them.
wait. Can you put that behind the Seahawks again?
Had its tail.
This is. Oh no, it doesn't work out like I thought it would. Never mind.
Don't bet on them. Don't bet on the Patriots. Las Vegas Raiders. This could be some freaking talks.
Just okay.
That's okay.
Really?
I could put him at a low end playoff team or just
Right?
okay at a high end.
The fact that Carolina's up there and Vegas won't be, I don't like that.
Carolina's good on both sides of the ball. Really good.
I don't think. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
the
but I think-
Raiders' defense outside their line is
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, but you know what though? Trayvon Mullen stepped up this year, and he's made a lot of big plays in the secondary.
So if we put them at just okay, could they be the top?
Okay, well, Carolina just got Stefan Gilmore, so
I mean, yeah, true.
yeah.
Carolina's the whole team.
The Raiders are not beating the Panthers with
You're
Stefan
right.
Gilmore.
I don't think
They're
the Raiders.
beating the Bengals and Niners, though, right?
Yeah, I don't think the Raiders beat any of the teams ahead of them, and they beat both the ones they're next to. So
I think the Raiders have a chance to beat all the teams above them, but
I think Raiders have a chance to beat Dallas, maybe. Dallas is kind of throwing me off being up there. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, but they deserve to be up there. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, they're playing good.
until
Great
Fran
on
goes
offense.
to the
And even defense, dude. Siobhan Diggs, killing it.
LA Rams.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Super Bowl.
Rams?
Super Bowler.
Super Bowler.
We all like them up
The
there?
defense too good.
I don't think Jake does, but
Well,
Well, I was gonna say that to start until you made that slander comment earlier.
see, here's
we
the thing.
slandered him last week against, or Matt Stafford at least.
What they did to Tampa Bay, I think, puts them up in Super Bowler. You know,
But here's my thing: the Cardinals just destroyed the Rams,
Yeah, like that's what I don't.
They did.
so that's hard for me to say.
That's why I
Here's
like
the thing,
that's
like,
why I
you're not
look-y
gonna
like
win
the
every
Cardinals being
game.
Super Bowler right now because of their performance last week.
So do
I just don't think they have what it takes. To
I
make
think
it
there was
that
more bad Rams than good Arizona that game.
Baltimore Ravens.
Just okay.
Bet on them?
Just okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Just
they are a
okay.
playoff team. They're going to be.
Yeah, just okay, it's good.
Last year, but
I mean, we all know I'm a little bit biased towards the Ravens, so that's fair.
Couldn't tell.
don't
New
bet
New
on
Orleans
them.
Saints. Sorry,
Can you
boys.
make one in between just okay and don't bet on them and just put Saints?
Jameis Winston, we don't know.
Jameis
Yeah,
Winston's
it
above the
is
Super
really
Bowlers.
weird.
He already won.
Depends on the
MVP.
day. Depends on the day. Can you just say depends on the day? I
No,
like
just,
that.
Just literally make it Jameis Winston.
Just put weather.
Wild card.
Got it, boys. No worries. Problem solved.
No, I think you should write Jameis Winston.
No. Seattle Seahawks.
Just okay.
Just okay.
Just okay.
Yeah. Defense is a big question mark.
Offensive line is a
Big
huge
question.
question mark. Pittsburgh
Russell Wilson
Steelers.
is the only solid thing there.
I would
Receivers.
put don't bet on them.
I like better luck next year, to be honest.
I like, yeah.
I don't want to get rid of the Steelers yet. Like, don't bet on them is okay for them. I don't think better luck. I don't think the
They-
season's written off on them yet.
They
I
did
don't
beat the
think
Super
it is.
Bowlers. So the
Yeah,
Bills.
they beat the bowlers of the soup.
Yeah.
I
So
would
don't
say
bet
don't
on
bet on them.
Don't bet on them.
I really
what I
like
would say.
it a lot next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
Dude,
It is
Big
tough.
Ben is shot.
He really kind of is.
He's shot.
Who did they just play?
The Packers.
Packers.
Okay,
Real-
well, that's
real quick.
that is-
Real quick, Will's co-host Colton's popping in and says Dallas is a Super Bowl contender. He believes they should be
Whoa.
Super Bowler.
It's not week 8 yet, so we don't know.
We'll leave Cowboys there though. Houston Texans. Got it?
Yep.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
Tennessee.
No questions there.
Can we put them in depends on the day?
See?
I honestly,
Well, Tyrod's team should be its own little like thing because Tyrod has made this team look really good, and then Davis Mills just kind of dumpster fire.
No, I was
Am I
talking about
probably- Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll leave them down there. Tennessee Titans.
Don't bet on them.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think
I
they're
would
okay.
just okay.
It's tough.
See, that's why I said depends on the day. Because
Yeah.
like they literally were good one week and terrible the next.
Yeah, but they also didn't have Julio and AJ Brown. I mean, they should still beat the Jets, but they didn't
Yeah.
have Julio.
Their
and-
offensive line imploded.
The
Did
The
you
fact
guys
that they
not?
lost to
Did
the
you guys
Jets,
not
though-
see my highlight video the Jets posted about their sacks on defense?
Yeah,
It's
I
not
really
like I made that for nothing.
don't bet on them.
Don't bet on them. We're moving them down.
I think they're a little bit better than don't bet on them. I
I
still
think they
think
are too.
end the season with double-digit wins.
I think just
I think
okay.
they're better than every team on this don't bet on them thing.
I think they're beating the Bengals, the 49ers. They're
Oh,
beating the
Jacob, you want to put them
Ravens.
up here.
I'm just okay, yeah.
How about we split the difference? We just stick them back on depends on the day.
I like that. We're pretty split, it seems like. So, Minnesota Vikings.
This is, I think,
I
the
want to put them at just okay because
Just
here, they
okay.
are 3 plays from being a 4-0 team, and the refs kind of screwed them last week on Thielen being like just absolutely manhandled in the end zone for no reason.
100%. 100% what Will
And
just
then
said.
the kicking obviously, and then they lost to the Bengals because it's a
I'm putting them-
Vikings thing to do.
I'm putting them top of just okay. Colton said Titans blow. Good about Colton. Titan is definitely depends on the day. Appreciate you, Colton.
Okay, well, that's fair. We hit that
Final
on the-
one. The Washington football team. The reason this podcast took forever is because of this team. So
Don't bet.
where should we put them?
Do not.
I don't know.
Nobody
Can
like.
we just not?
Yeah, we can just leave them down here.
Yeah,
Oh.
like
Dude,
just leave.
No, I don't know if I can actually.
Too late.
It,
It's too late.
it wants it to happen.
Oh no, I'll just hold them out.
Yeah, but they're still like,
Are we saying they're dumpster
I
fire?
think better
No.
luck next year. Better
No,
luck next year.
I would say don't bet on them.
yeah, I like don't bet on them. I think they're stronger than.
No, yeah.
Their defenses, for some reason, just fell off a cliff for no reason.
Their offense is not as bad as you would think with Taylor Heineke.
The offense is good, and then the
Good.
defense just decided we don't want to do this no more.
Hey, Colton said he respects us boys for putting the Steelers on don't bet on them. That's
Wow.
because we're right, Colton.
I would.
sorry, we know what we're doing on this podcast.
Better luck next year.
I wanted them.
I do really want to talk real quick though about these playoff teams. I just don't like Carolina. I'll be honest.
Guys,
I
remember
don't know
when?
why? They're good.
Remember-
I think the Raiders and Vikings are better than Carolina.
No.
No. Stefan Gilmore.
Yeah, come on. Their defense is already good. He's just gonna make it great.
Yeah, well, that makes him. That drives him up there.
And their offense, once they get CMC back,
Sam Darnold's the best rushing quarterback in the league. Christian McCaffrey's back. They're easily a playoff team.
And Colton's really asking for respect on Dallas right now. He does not like Dallas being a playoff team.
No.
I'm not moving him up. No
Should we move
he
him up?
wants them to be Super Bowls. What are you saying?
Yeah, he thinks they should be Super Bowlers.
No.
Should
I
they
think
be above the rest of these teams on this thing, though?
Yeah, no. They can't beat all those teams on like a playoff. No, I don't think so.
Consistently,
I don't think
no.
No. It'd have to be a good day for him. Which is very possible, but it has to be, All right, well, to everyone, this is there it is. The final
dumpster fire list.
the final tier list. This will be going on Instagram. So that's where we're at. And I really liked how this worked out, Josh. Good job.
Me too. I agree. Took me a second to understand it, but I got it.
It's okay. It worked out. But yeah, so that's that. Actually, I really like that. We gotta start using those rank it things. I mean, it's kind of cool.
I agree.
I'm down with that. But yeah, so that'll be on Instagram, which is at the bottom of our screen right now, which is To The House JD. And Josh, you made a Twitter this week, correct?
Yeah, I did. It's To The House JD.
Twitter is not my realm. I like suck at Twitter.
We know that.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter. It's
Best
Josh's
social media platform out there.
I know, and I don't even know how to comprehend it. So that'll be on there as well. Again, me and Josh are updating. Well, really, all of us are updating the power rankings every 2 weeks, and that will go and tick on the bottom of the screen right there, just like that. Josh, do you want to bring up the graphic that's going to be on Instagram as well? That is better looking than words going sideways on a screen.
Yeah.
Whenever Josh is ready.
Technical difficulties over here. Sharing.
Looks
Sharing
like you're
right now.
lagging on the only Wi-Fi router in Oklahoma too.
Stop it.
Unnecessary.
Boom.
Jacob just got
Boom.
the good
Come on.
connection.
Look at
There
that.
it is. That is our power rankings.
This is the
Week
this is the
5.
stuff you don't get from Play Action Podcast. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Whoa, shots? We don't. Whoa.
No, I'm sorry. Will did it too. Will did it first. Okay.
Will, you guys did power rankings today, didn't you?
Yes, I have Colton and I's power rankings written down on this little scratch piece of paper because I went old school instead of using a computer like a normal human would.
Are there
You
any
did not
that are
write
like,
that on the paper.
he did?
Let's
Can we
see.
see the
So
Will did him
Can we
like
see the
little-
paper?
I did them on a piece of paper. So
Wait, is it possible we can see it? Oh, look at
yeah,
that.
you can see
Oh
it.
my god!
Well, are there any on this list that you're like don't even have close?
Let's see. We have
Hey,
the Jets at 28, and then we had Detroit at 31. We had Houston at 30. The Giants, we didn't have that high. We had the Dolphins higher. We had the Steelers 25. We had the Bears too high for some reason, but I think I messed up with my calculations on that.
How
So-
high is Denver by any chance? Can we talk about Denver real
Yeah,
quick?
Denver's
I
like
had Denver at 14.
wow.
Let's go. I had them at like 8
Let's go.
for some reason. I don't know
Yeah,
why I
Jacob-
put them at 8, but I did.
But then I had Seattle all the way at 16.
I had the Chiefs at like 16, which was stupid. Like I don't know what,
I had Chiefs at 12.
but it evened out because somebody else put them at 1 for some reason.
Oh,
Jake.
gosh.
No,
Well, I
it was
mean-
Jake.
Wait,
I have
I
no
just-
clue why Jake put Kansas City as one.
I think 16 is
16's
pretty
worse
bad.
than 1.
Yeah, 16
What?
is worse than 1, but mine was on accident. Like afterwards, I was like, why did I do that? At least mine wasn't
but
like
you-
intentional, you know.
You knowingly put Kansas City at 1 and was agreeing with it.
I don't know why I put them at 16. Like that was stupid. And I had Denver at 8. Okay.
Colton says he's glad that we don't have the Ravens as high as Will does, so that's good.
Or do
Where
you
do
have
you have
the-
the Ravens?
I had the Ravens. Let's see. On my list, I had the Ravens at 11, and he had them at 12. So I don't really like to say like
Oh.
we both had.
Yeah,
them
well, you
way
had them too
high.
high. 12's perfect. That's why.
Where do you guys have it Cincinnati at? Well,
I think I had him at 13.
That's good.
Wow.
So
Nice.
we hit it on the noggin.
what about Minnesota?
Minnesota? Let's see. I had him at 22.
I don't like Minnesota being that low, dude. I think they're a good team.
That's
Such
the
a good
whole
team.
thing.
Yeah, if we
Minnesota
look-
and Denver.
I wish I could pull up this and our tiers that we just did and see if they even get close to lining up. Because
They probably are. Look at the dumpster fire. Is literally the last row. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
but also Arizona's above Tampa Bay in these power rankings, so that would put them at Super Bowlers. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but
You
see,
can have a good week
feel
and
like-
be top
yeah.
5.
I feel like the power rankings. This is week 5. It's like now. Whereas the tiers are like, okay, that's going to be end of the season kind of thing.
Yeah, we know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, kind of. That I feel like that was.
Well,
the
we
difference.
do.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean those are our power rankings, which we're going to produce every 2 weeks. We're going to update them, and they'll always be on the bottom of the screen. Next week, this exact power ranking will also be on the bottom of the screen. So yeah, and that will be on our Instagram as well. The picture that you just saw that Josh made. Kudos to Josh. I did all the graphic stuff last year, so I'm glad that I kind of passed it off to Josh and he's done.
Yeah, I want to pass it right back, to be honest with you. I did that like 15 minutes before the episode, and I was just stressing out on time. So yeah,
He's
Not
taken it and ran with it though. So you made the entire power rankings one on by yourself. So yeah. So last, I guess, sort of, kind of the second half, we have our picks for this coming week number 5. And Josh has that ready for us too. Boom. Those are our final picks. But we're going to go one at a time with these games. So Josh, if you want to take over and bring us through these, go for it.
yeah. I'm trying to zoom in, to be honest with you, but I don't know if I can. Yeah, that's okay. What am I doing?
Going through the picks.
Yes,
I
sir.
usually do
Yes,
it.
sir.
So let's go.
The first game, which these are not in order, Will's going to call it out, but these are not in order. But the first game we have on our week 5 picks is the Los Angeles Rams at Seattle. Unfortunately, Jake, who I believe is too high on Seattle, is the only one to pick Seattle. Jake, what's your thoughts on that?
Thursday night at home in Seattle.
So there's no taking in the Rams defense or Rams offense into account, like none of that, or
I said it before we went live. Seattle has not lost a Thursday night game in like 10 plus years.
Yeah, but did they play Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey?
Yes, they did actually in one of those
Actually,
games. Yes, correct,
yes.
and they won.
Okay. But then they played Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, all those guys too, right?
I mean, they played the same, but a different quarterback.
That was it.
A much better quarterback now, by the way.
See,
It's like one.
Oh, it's a
snap.
bar he tripped over.
I think I was gonna go back and change my pick to Seattle from the Rams. Actually, I thought about
Will
it for, like,
switched his picks a couple times, so you might as
I
well.
only switched 2 picks, okay, and he acts like it's the end of the world, and he can't ever fix it.
What was the other pick you switched? Well, we'll get.
He
we'll get-
probably didn't even change it yet. Like,
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I did. I definitely didn't.
I'll tell you which one.
The next game we got Cleveland at LA Chargers, and 3 of us, Will, Jake, and Dom, chose the Chargers. Me and Jacob, over here riding on Baker, are picking Cleveland Browns. I don't think it's just Baker. I think Cleveland's got a great team
No,
overall.
it's actually-
He's not a good quarterback, though. Apparently,
No.
Jacob says it.
Well, I don't think it's,
Jacob.
I have faith in him, but that's an OU thing. Like, I have faith in him, but I know that out of that whole team, he's the most replaceable right now. Like
He's not replaceable, Jacob.
I think
Any
that,
position's
I'm just thinking in my head,
replaceable.
if you could fix one thing on that team to make them solid Super Bowl contenders,
You don't
Probably
think
Baker.
Baker's changed anything attitude-wise or anything like locker room?
attitude
or
wise,
anything?
yeah, obviously.
Derek Carr, are they better or worse?
Is
Derek
it better
Carr
or worse than
They're
Derek
better.
Carr?
They're better.
I think they're better.
They're
Derek
better
Carr
than Derek Carr.
in the field more. I feel like.
But yeah, I think this is a close game, Cleveland and LA. To be honest with you, I think it's going to be a good, fun game to watch this week. But I just think Cleveland's got it. I don't know.
I didn't buy into
I
Gut
think
feeling.
Baker could go off any week. Like I think he's a solid quarterback, but I don't know. I just feel like you have such.
But he's the most
such good-
replaceable on that team.
You have such because the rest of the team is that good. Like that's the whole point.
What were you saying, Jake?
like I never really bought into the whole Odell and Baker thing until I watched last week and literally watched him stare down Odell and not go through his progressions probably the first time in his career. That was always a good thing.
No, not the first time. When he was with last year, he did the same fucking like the
Yeah,
same
with
thing.
Odell.
Yeah, with Odell. It is a problem.
Whenever you watch Baker do well, it's because he's like 1, 2, 3, 1,
But
2.
whose problem? That's Baker? Like he should fix that.
You're
Fix
not
it or
wrong.
get rid of Odell. I believe.
I mean, it doesn't help that Jarvis is on IR, Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
I feel like there is more that happens when Jarvis Landry's in the game and whatnot, but still, nonetheless, that's the same. Next game.
Next game, we got Giants at Dallas. Huge NFC East rivalry. I was alone. I went biased because I like how the Giants have been playing the last 3 weeks, especially Daniel Jones. And I think the Giants potentially could win some games that surprise some people this year. So I think that picking them isn't that far of an upset, but it might be. What do you guys think about Dallas?
Well, you say that you like how the Giants have been playing, but I think the only question mark for Dallas was the defense, and their defense has been pretty solid, I'd say. And so I think I like how Dallas is playing, and I think that offense is better than the Giants' offense. So why, 2 together to me, Dallas.
Dallas competes hard, dude. I mean, they really have been. Last was, I think, the most convincing this year that Dallas is like a contender for playoffs at least. I mean, Colton has them Super Bowl contender, but I think that they're definitely playoffs. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
Next game, we got New York Jets at Atlanta. I hate talking about this game because nobody's going to watch it except for Will because he doesn't have a choice. So, Will, why'd you pick the Jets? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I did talk, so many weeks I was going to pick the Falcons this game. I'm like, I'm picking the Falcons. And then the Jets, they just do what they do best. They just win a game. I don't want them to win. They just pull me back in. And then now I'm screwed picking them this week.
Yeah. Fluke.
I literally feel like that's how the Giants were last week for me, is that Daniel Jones was NFC Offensive Player of the Week, threw for 400 yards, no interceptions, looked great.
And plus, the Jets have a top 10 defense, and no one really recognizes that.
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't realize that.
They have a top
After
10 defense, so it's even before they play Derrick Henry. I mean, the front seven's really good, and the secondary is kind of solidifying itself. So definitely.
After the Titans game, I think they're just going to kind of be rolling into this week a little bit, and I think that's what's going to do it for them. I think just they got off that win against the Titans, their first win, Zach Wilson's first win. And now they go to London, which is exciting. I think that excitement level never really dropped since the win since Sunday. And I think they just roll right into Sunday with that. And they beat the Falcons. Especially because it's not like the Jets have anything to lose going into this season. I mean, it's
Besides
a little
draft
bit,
picks.
well, it's a little bit of a fresh start. They have, it's only on the way up for the Jets. Whereas the Falcons, they've been declining for the last 3 years, so it's a little bit more depressing. I just think the different energies going into this game, I think the Jets are just in a nice situation to win another game. So,
Jake, what are your thoughts on the Falcons, real quick?
I just think they finally found the offense, which they need. They need to outscore teams to win because their defense is atrocious.
it is. It's so bad.
I mean, and then there's no reason why they couldn't be a really good offense, regardless of how bad they are. Like, they got Pitts, Ridley's really good. They always have a good third receiver that comes out of nowhere. And Matt Ryan still has gas in the tank, as we've seen the last couple of weeks. They've kind of figured it out a little bit.
I like that. Next game, we got Green Bay at Cincinnati. Unfortunately, I was alone in this upset pick. I'm going with Cincinnati.
Already
I
done
don't got
two
no
picks already.
I have no rhyme or reason. I really don't. I just think that Cincinnati might pull one, and I'm going to go ahead and pick them. That's all. I think Green Bay is most likely projected and probably going to win it, though.
It's just hard to pick against Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay, So
I feel that. Next game, Detroit at Minnesota. And I don't see any reason anybody should be picking Detroit this season. So we all chose Minnesota, rightfully so. Moving on to next game. Wow, I'm screwed up. Denver at Pittsburgh. Will wanted to pick Detroit in this one. I wouldn't let him. I had to put a real team that is playing this game, so I put Denver for him. But Dom chose Pittsburgh, and he's alone.
Yeah, explain.
Listen, I am so not convinced by Denver. I'm not convinced by Pittsburgh, but I'm not convinced by Denver at all. Straight up and down, like that's it. I need to see them win like a legit game this year against a not bottom 5 team, and then maybe I'll start picking Denver.
Well, if they win this week, they'll still beat a bottom 5 team.
I think this is a toss-up. I don't think this is like a Denver's winning.
Yeah, no, I don't. This is definitely not a Denver win. I think what Dom said too is that they're both kind of just which one you don't believe in or which one you're not convinced more of, and that's really who I think we all picked. Is that?
And
I don't know.
What's the Teddy B situation?
Concussion protocol.
Oh, nice.
Concussion protocol.
That's what I pick.
In a tent for the last 4 days? Do we not have an answer on him?
The man has a concussion.
Oh,
Well, Will has a mouthful of M&M.
I
have a mouthful of cake.
Protocol, like he's still like okay. No Teddy B. I don't know. I just think it's Pittsburgh's defense is good enough. They have to be good enough. That I'm taking a bet.
Next game, we got Miami at Tampa Bay. If this was in Miami, I'm just saying I might have been a little convinced to pick them just because of what Tom Brady does in Miami. For some reason, Miami wins. But there's no reason Tampa Bay should lose this game, right?
Yeah, but Florida is Brady's now, so it's like it's not the same.
He owns all of Florida now.
It's not the same. He deals with warm weather on a normal basis now, so it's like he's acclimated.
New Orleans at Washington. I was surprised that I was alone in this. Maybe not, I guess. The Giants just beat them last week, so I think maybe that's why everybody's convinced that Washington should be able to beat them as well. I just think that New Orleans has a better, offense than Washington maybe. I think that Washington's defense obviously is really good or should be really good. I don't think they've been performing that high. But yeah, I went with New Orleans.
I think Jameis Winston could have a great game.
Depends on the day.
Exactly.
Depends on the day. Great input there,
Jacob. I appreciate that.
Because Jameis Winston could easily throw for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That was good.
And then Taylor Heineke's going to throw for 6 and win the game.
You're not wrong. You're good. You're really not
Hopefully
wrong.
Hopefully 5 of those are Terry McLaurin for my fantasy.
Yeah. But. Will, what are your thoughts on this game, Will?
Could Gibson get me some fantasy points? That's really all I'm hoping for at this point is just fantasy implications. I mean, I won't be watching the game, that's for sure.
Where'd you draft him?
In the 70, like somewhere in the 70s. He fell like a rock.
Well, yes. I wonder why.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think I know. I know.
Fantasy this year, he was going like first round.
I'll get you guys the actual number because now that I think about it, I don't think I got him that far as I entered the wrong league. Let me open up the other one here. Let's see. Gibson, we got at 53rd. So
wow,
I got round 7.
Yeah, round 70. You were real close with the guess.
I mean, yeah, I also got Zeke, like round 5.
Zeke fell to round 5.
That's a steal.
Yeah, 28th overall.
Is that gnarly?
It wasn't a steal until like last week, but
yeah, sure.
Moving on to Will's favorite team, that would be the Carolina Panthers taking on Philadelphia Eagles at home. We're all choosing Carolina.
I'm starting Sam Darnold in fantasy this week. I'm already going to say this. I'm not waiting till Sunday because I won't be on the show Sunday. I'm starting Sam Darnold over Justin Herbert because I have all the faith in Sam Darnold to be just another 30-plus point fantasy week
against
him again.
Against Philly. Jake,
very
doable. Your thoughts on this game, Jake?
I mean, you can see my thoughts right there.
He doesn't want to say much about this. Okay.
I think the Eagles' defense is a little bit better than given credit to, but
wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I like it.
Didn't Jake pick the Eagles last week, and he was kind of just like, it's kind of a homer pick. I'm still going to pick
that
them.
was week 2.
That was 2. Okay, yeah. A couple weeks
I
ago.
the Eagles defense against the Falcons.
I have not picked them since.
Probably smart, though. Smart choice.
Yeah.
We have Tennessee at Jacksonville. That is a sweep for Tennessee, rightfully so, even though they did just lose last week.
AJ Brown's back.
Maybe teams that 0-4 teams are teams that have not gotten a win or the kryptonite for Tennessee. Arizona didn't have a win. Arizona didn't have a win. Okay. Who was it? The Jets just didn't have a win. There it is.
Is there any chance Jacksonville has a way to win this game?
Well, it's a divisional game, so yeah.
The Titans don't show up.
Yeah, it's all
Again.
you know what?
The team bus breaks down. They can't get another bus.
The only person
COVID could make them forfeit, right?
Okay,
The-
listen,
the
we don't
only
bring
way-
that into this, okay?
The-
God, I was just bringing a super non-hypothetical way.
You didn't have to say it.
You just had to go, oh, COVID. Oh.
only the Titans could beat the Titans this week. Jacksonville's not getting anywhere close. But the
I
Titans
don't know. Urban Meyer's one heck of a coach. We see him
But
in the
Derrick
bar.
Henry owns Jacksonville, so like
It's a team in shambles right now. It's an
but
organization.
Derrick Henry
in
owns
shambles.
Jacksonville. He's gonna rush like 200 yards on
He
them.
rushes for 200 yards every game versus Jacksonville.
It's over before it began.
Yeah, just like the next game, over
Tennessee.
before it began.
He's
New
gonna
England-
rush in Urban Meyer's bar and
Oh God, I have to play Derrick Henry fantasy.
New England at Houston. It's a sweep for New England, rightfully so. I don't think that Houston has a chance in this game, just like the last one we just talked about.
Okay, I think Tyrod could go off. Hey, the Patriots don't have Stefan Gilmore.
Yeah,
Stephon
Tyrod,
Gilmore
you know,
gone.
wasn't on IR. Yeah, I mean,
Patriots
Tyrod
haven't
could
had
go
Stephon
well.
Gilmore.
Tyrod. Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind.
well,
Okay,
I think
Yeah,
after
this is
this
bad.
week, after this week against Tampa Bay and really honestly competing against Tampa Bay and Mac Jones competing against that team and Mac Jones having the best game he's had so far this season, I think they're rolling a little bit.
Dom, I did laugh when you sent that stat in the Instagram group of the 19 straight completions, most by a rookie in like 30 years. I did laugh because we also did get the passing chart, right?
Oh, yeah.
We saw the passing chart, and it's like 10
It's
yards, if that. Like, it's
Hey,
like
listen though, it
it's
works.
still, I still do think it's impressive. Like, 19
I think
completions
it's the
is 19
system
completions.
more than him, though.
And I do
Oh,
like Mac Jones. I do like Mac Jones, but
Mac Jones is built for that system. That's the whole thing.
yeah.
Put them together, they
I also-
work.
I also think that if you put any other rookie quarterback, mostly,
Oh, I feel so bad for Trevor Lawrence at this point, dude. So bad for Trevor Lawrence.
But the Jets were a
I-
dumpster fire, and he shouldn't go to New York. Yeah.
good one, Will.
Yeah. Well, he
See,
hasn't thrown 4 picks in the game, so.
I don't want to say it again, but I'm gonna say it again, I guess. That's the whole thing with Urban Meyer and Jacksonville is what a situation for Trevor Lawrence. You know, a struggling rookie quarterback, and his head coach is the attention first of all, and his head coach, his teammates are laughing at his head coach. Like,
Yeah.
that's a terrible
do you do?
situation for a rookie quarterback that's struggling. It's dumpster fire.
Because then usually you're supposed to look to your head coach for advice or anything. You know what I mean? Optimism, maybe, but you're not even looking at Urban Meyer.
Your
at
head
all. I
coach
don't
should
think
be your biggest advocate to help your situation as a rookie quarterback. And his head coach is
The joke.
a mess.
a joke. That is correct. Chicago at Vegas. This is another sweep for Vegas here. No chance Justin Fields goes off here against Vegas.
No, you saw what Myles Garrett did, and the Raiders' defensive line has been great this season. Have fun. Oh, and no David Montgomery. Yeah, okay, not a chance. I know people are taking Damian Williams in fantasy all over the place and whatnot, right? I still
Oh, you
don't have-
product.
Oh, you is he? But I
Yeah.
don't-
Should have won Super Bowl MVP, but we don't gotta talk about that.
Should have, but it got to go to Mahomes, I guess.
That's
Yeah,
good. Patrick Mahomes. We're not being biased though. It's he was better.
Moving on, you got San Fran at Arizona, another division game. Arizona's another sweep here. San
I
Fran,
wouldn't count out San Fran just yet. That's what I want to say.
Oh yeah,
Just don't
because
count
Arizona
them out.
is
Do you think they had a
Arizona's
shot in this game then, Will?
Good.
They do have a shot. I think this game could be closer. I mean, Kyler's going to be playing a lot better defensive line than what he played against the Rams. I think the 49ers have a much better defensive line than what the Rams offer.
What?
I think
What? We're just gonna let them go with that? The Niners are much better than the Rams?
I never said they're much better. I said defensive line. You just say,
you said defensive line is much better than the Rams, right?
So Jake, you've been on my neck. And you're not going to jump all over that
Yeah,
one.
that's what
I
I'm
am. Did
saying.
you not see
What
me?
are
I'm
you
just like,
doing?
what am I listening to right now? Like,
He
that's
did his best Colton impression.
blasphemy.
I had to clean off my glasses there. Hold on.
Jacob's pride.
That was blasphemy. Like Aaron Donald. That's all. Okay.
He should.
Yeah,
have
well, that
won.
is all.
Next
He's-
game.
he-
Next
Aaron
game.
Donald's not a good player.
Hey,
No,
that's all they need. That's all they need. 3 guys to cover Aaron Donald so the other guys can get to him while Aaron Donald is still getting to him.
Literally, you can have a no-name rookie guy on the other side of Aaron Donald. He's going to get sacks more than Aaron Donald is because Aaron Donald's triple team
Yeah.
every guy.
By the way, Miles
They're
Garrett
gonna
officially
give
has started getting
Donald,
triple teamed. So
Defensive player of the year.
See, here's the thing about San Fran, and I feel the same way about Seattle, is I think literally on any given Sunday, they could beat whatever teams across from them. I don't care if it's Tampa Bay. I don't care if it's the Rams. I don't care if it's Arizona. I feel like
I don't know if Seattle could.
I think they could. On any
I
given
don't know,
Sunday, I
dude.
think they could just win. That's it. Like straight up and down. I think they could have a good performance.
I think it's almost that entire division, though, too.
Oh, yeah, I am naming that division. Yes, correct.
Yeah. They're all good though. They're all good.
Moving on to
They
Sunday
play
Night
each other
Football.
twice. They play each other twice this season. Every team in that division could very well go 1-1.
You're
against
probably
each
going to
other.
split all of them, to be honest.
And I would not be surprised if they go 1-1 in that division because best division in football. Sunday Night Football, we've got Buffalo at Kansas City. Will and Dom chose Buffalo. Will, why don't you tell me why you chose Buffalo here?
I picked Kansas City, but okay, cool, whatever.
No, his gut feeling was Buffalo, and then he said, "Oh, I don't like Buffalo anymore."
He doesn't tell me when he makes anything. But I went Kansas City, so I'll let Dom explain why he went Buffalo.
I just think Kansas City's like in just a weird spot, dude. And I think Buffalo's defense is pretty good. And they've been performing well. And I don't know. Josh Allen's in a groove. Buffalo's in a groove. Defense is in a groove. Kansas City is all over the place at the moment. Kansas City is like, why are we 1-3? We don't even know what this is. We have never experienced
They're
this.
2-2, but
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Against good teams too. Those losses are good
Still,
teams.
Buffalo
Kansas
hasn't played a
know
good
what
team this
2-2 is?
season, so this
Patrick
is
Mahomes-
test.
Mahomes has no idea what 2-2 means. Like that hasn't existed in his life. So I think
Texas Tech was not that good. Chill.
Talk about his freshman year of college.
Texas Tech was pretty bad.
Yeah, they are not good.
Monday Night Football, last game of the week. We've got Indianapolis at Baltimore, and this is a great split, let me tell you. Me, Dom, and Will chose Indianapolis, while Jacob and Jake are going Baltimore here. I'm going to let Jake and Jacob go first, though. Why are you guys choosing Baltimore? We'll go Jake maybe first.
I picked Baltimore too. You're looking at the wrong thing.
No, you didn't.
Oh, he did.
He did,
He did.
actually.
He did.
Oh,
He
he did.
picked, but that was the one. Maybe that was the other one that you missed, Josh.
Did you switch that one, Will?
Yeah, like 2 hours ago.
I'll go ahead and remake the graphic for you, Will. Don't worry
That's
about
what
it.
it was.
Thank you, Precious.
So, Jake, tell me why you chose Baltimore.
Do you know? Wait. Do you know how disappointed Josh is? Will now, like
Sorry
Josh.
today at the work. It's
No, it's not that.
Don't
Josh,
change your picks. What you type first is what I'm putting.
It's not even that. Josh would have made this Monday night graphic, and it would have been beautiful.
Oh, spectacular. That's why I'm not changing it. Honestly, I'm not.
It's
Not happening. I've been waiting for a game like this to where it looks like this because on the graphic, I'm telling you, spectacular. As soon as you change to Baltimore, trash.
You ruined his dreams.
Josh, how many
good.
times has he switched picks on you now? It's at least
Three
three
probably this week.
Only
a week.
3. It's only 2.
But he wrote them 10 minutes before the show, so I'm over here writing them as he's writing them, putting them in and putting them in. Jacob was helping me in my room 10 minutes before the show.
Because I did all my
I was
picks
busy
next
all
Sunday.
day, so I'm sorry I didn't write them in.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're flirting. Okay, so Will, tell me why you chose Baltimore. Convince me.
Lamar Action Jackson. I mean, I didn't want to be odd man out here, but I didn't want to really go Colts. I don't know why I wrote Colts at first. That's why I had to go back
Because it
there
was your
and
gut
change
feeling.
I don't know why I actually wrote the Colts. So
Jacob's got his hand up. Go ahead, Jacob.
Well, I'm just remember whenever the Baltimore Ravens beat the Kansas City Chiefs. We remember this.
Yeah,
And
Eddie
how convinced are we of the Colts? Okay, so yeah,
that's literally what I was going to ask Jacob. Is what do we just forget about that game? Is that game just non-existent in everybody's head? Indianapolis is just this great team that is going to kill Baltimore.
Josh, didn't you pick Indianapolis?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
I'm changing my pick like Will.
No, you're not. No.
Yes.
You're in this train together with me.
We're all going Baltimore now.
The graphics gonna look really bad now.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a Patriots game for me now.
Why did I choose Indianapolis?
Listen, all right, I'm sticking with Indianapolis. I'm ahead in all the picks. Can we? What is this?
Barely by one now. Buddy.
We can look at the rankings, by the way. Jacob is in second now. Dom has lost his lead after going 8-8 last week. He's now 45-19 total. Jacob's 44-20 behind. I'm 43-21. And Jake and Will are just 5 games behind me at 38-26.
Well, Jake and I work the hardest. We can't really have time to watch.
Yeah, to change your picks and stuff. You have no time for that.
I don't work Sundays though, so.
Listen, all right. I'm just saying. I am in first. I'm going with Indianapolis, and that's the end of my argument. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks.
All I'm saying is when the Giants in Cincinnati beat us in Green Bay, you guys are gonna come crying to me, and we'll pick them for the rest of the season.
This is illustration and example number 438 of me picking against Lamar. So, whatever. That's where that's at.
Solid point.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that wraps it up for us, right? You guys know where to follow us by now, hopefully. It's all at the bottom.
I don't. What if I had to listen to this later on?
Well, you can look at it in the bottom right now, Will, and you can see where to follow
what if
us.
I wanted to listen to this later and go, oh, man, I wish I knew where to follow them?
Well, then guess what I'm going to tell you right now. Instagram is at To The House JD. Twitter's To The House JD. Facebook is just To The House with some spaces in between. YouTube, JD Network, and Twitch is JD Media Network. I believe that's all. Right, boys? We all enjoyed this. I think we're going to rank some more stuff maybe from now on. And we'll catch you guys for next week 6 look ahead. And
stadium food next week.
What?
Ranking stadium food. We're ranking stadium foods.
I wish I ended the broadcast right there. Jesus.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much.